Hopefully some of the schools want to donate some like kids who went to the college will leave it. Anybody want boys and girls club? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Good to go.
This is so great to hear all this networking going on. So I'd like to welcome you to the Fullerton Collaborative General Meeting. My name is Deborah Stout. I am the Executive Director of the Collaborative. So sometimes you'll get emails from me. This is the face that goes behind the email that I send out all the time. So I wanted just to officially welcome and also introduce our board members. So we have some amazing group of board members. So before we start this agenda, if you could just stand up if you are a board member. This is the amazing group. Katie and Jay and Helene. There's Peter, Brett, Christian, and oh, Bev is back there. I forgot you. Can't forget Bev. We also have Dave and Kelly, our newest board member. So if you have questions after the meeting, feel free to connect with them. They are a great wealth of resources, what's going on in the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn it over the mic. We're going to go straight into our program. We are live streaming. Hi, everyone on YouTube. And we're going to turn it over to Katie to introduce our first speaker.
Is this on? Can you guys hear me with this okay? Seems a little
be a
quiet.
little
Okay, maybe it just sounds a little quiet. Good afternoon. My name is Katie Saban. I'm the Director of Local Government Community Relations for Cal State Fullerton. And today it's my privilege to introduce Andrew Gregson. He is the President and CEO of the North Orange County Chamber of Commerce. The North Orange County Chamber of Commerce is a regional chamber and it includes Fullerton, Buena Park, Staten, and La Palma. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got them all. Okay, great. Here we go. Great. Sorry.
Cheers, thank you. Thank you very much, Katie. Katie's been an outstanding board member, and also university's been a fantastic sponsor, so I would love you to give her a roll. Thank you very much. Applause for everything you do. Thank you very much. I'm glad I'm on first. It means that everybody else is going to do a better job, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, most of you probably may have met by now. My name is Andrew Gregson. I'm the CEO and President of North Orange County Chamber of Commerce. Done a lot of different things over the past year, and I wasn't quite sure what to talk about, so I put this together. Luckily, I gave it at Sunrise Rotary the other day, so I got a good practice in there, so here goes. So, North Orange County Chamber of Commerce, we are a regional chamber. We're not just a chamber that does one city. We're a regional chamber for many different reasons. I'm not going to go into that because it would be a long-winded one. But the main thing is many years ago, 2014 in fact, the chamber was approached by different cities, and they asked if they would also represent them as a chamber as well. So, quick brief history. The chamber was founded in 1893, so it's 130 years of age. It was established in 1895. That's when they paid the state to be a business. So there you go. They were dabbling for a couple of years. We've fostered commerce and stimulated trade since then. We've actually got telegrams from Irvine Company, of all places, stating that they made a mistake in how many grains of barley they'd sold that year. So we've been a big part of the community for a very, very long period of time. We were originally Orange Chamber, and then some date, which I can't remember right now because it's on my projector over there. It was around about the early 1920s, I think, that we changed to Fullerton Chamber. And then a year later, the City of Orange created an Orange Chamber. Then we were changed to North Orange County Chamber of Commerce back in 2014. And then recently, after I joined the chamber, we didn't really like that, wasn't really doing much for us. So we changed our seal to this here. Previously, you saw the illustration. The illustration there is capturing all of North Orange County. I'll just go back to that just a second, sorry, beg your pardon. The reason being is obviously capturing the fact that we've got a lot of water underneath us. We see the hills, the sun's always shining on North Orange County. Fullerton, we have the railways, been here for a very long period of time. The prospector there represents both blue collar and white collar, education because he's wearing a tie, blue collar because he's working, and then of course the orange grows for obvious things that we've got Snoopy down the road and the jam factory in Buena Park there. Let's push forward a little bit. Membership, benefits of membership. People don't really understand too much about what a chamber does anyway. So we had to change a little bit of it too, because I just really felt that people weren't getting value for the money. When I was in business, I still am in business, but when I was in business and I was a member of a chamber, what I sort of didn't really like is the fact that I paid my dues every year, I'd paid for some type of advertising, and really I was just doing a community service. And me personally, I like to earn my keep. So we changed what the membership benefits are. First off, our signature events, we do State of City of Fullerton, which is going to be this year on March the 29th over at Cal State Fullerton. Economic forecast, we just had one, and we'll have one again in May time. Then we've got the She Influences, which stands for Speak Here and Empowers. We're going to do that in September this year, which gives us more time to get better speakers at that event, and it's been a great event over the last few years. And then we have our final big party, which is Business Awards and Installation Dinner. Last year, we actually gave money to the Boys and Girls Club, not only at Fullerton, but Bunnell Park and Stanton as well, because they're all in our region. And Business Awards went to certain businesses in the different cities. Fullerton was St. Jude's, because we thought they did an outstanding job throughout the whole of COVID. Chamber of Commerce, there's three major areas. We don't receive any funding from anybody, so we don't get any grants, we don't get any state, city, or federal funding. We're a membership-driven organisation. That basically means is we're just like any other business. Members are our customers, and if we don't do well by them, we don't survive. And it keeps you up at night trying to run an organisation that's been running for 130 years, and if I get it wrong, it closes. That's pretty scary. Anyway, so we are a membership-driven organisation, like I say, which helps us also do certain different events. Believe it or not, people who are our event sponsors and title sponsors, they do an amazing job, and their money goes just to our event. So, like next week, well, this week coming, we actually have the elected officials reception, which I left something on your paper there. You think I was really good at this because that was practice, but it wasn't. I was just luck. This has been actually paid for by Edison, as in they've helped towards paying for the event, and it's a really good event. You know, if somebody attends something like this, they might need to get in touch with Doug Chafee or Josh Newman or someone, and now you've got the chance to do so because you're actually going to be mixing with these folks. It's not just you're going to see them from afar, so there's a value in that. And we wouldn't be able to put this on if it wasn't for people like Edison and what have you. So what they do is an amazing job when people sponsor. What we mostly do is a lot of networking, which helps people meet one another, build relationships, have access. And when I talk about access, I mean things like the government officials reception, or even happened to me last week, Cargill. Some of you might have heard of Cargill in town. They were having an issue with their planning, and they contacted the chamber, and we reached out to the city manager. He did a stellar job finding out. We got an answer back to them, called their corporate office, and now hopefully they're going to remain open because they were able to sort out that problem. If you have a problem though, don't call me. I'm not going to help everybody. This was just, it was a serious thing, and I know there's a level of what people need, but theirs was they were going to get shut down and couldn't continue if they didn't have the correct planning permit. So we reached out and helped them, and that's the other part of our reach. Our reach is we send emails out to folks every other week. Our reach is over 15,000 in emails. Direct reach for social media is about 22,000. We represent nearly 7,000 businesses within our region. We have 2,200 businesses under our sort of like wing, and that's what I mean about reach, which is really important to a business member or a non-profit, because of course, when you're friends of a friend, you get further. And whereas obviously, if you're not, you're sort of on your own. So that's what helps out there. Benefits, I don't want to go through them all, but obviously business to business, business to C, member to member, and we're all clients in one way or another. If somebody in here selling insurance, I need insurance. If somebody in here selling house, I might need to buy a house. Somebody in here is selling candy, then maybe my kid wants candy. So at the end of the day, we're always trying to collaborate and teach, not teach is the wrong word, but get our members to learn more about how working together is actually far more beneficial than maybe they might think. Opportunities, I need to talk about those, we've already discussed it. But we also offer, as I mentioned before about memberships, is we offer a lot of people complimentary marketing, which obviously ups your return of investment. We push at least 6,200 people to our website every month. Doesn't sound a lot, that, but if you put it into perspective, less than, I think it's almost 50% of businesses within a city or an area gets less than 100 visits to their website a month. And it narrows down to the top 15% get 2,500 or more. So basically, we're in that top 15%, and 2,500 to 200,000 if you're Amazon or something. But still, we're in that area. When we say we push people to visit our membership, everybody has a landing page on our site. We generally push around about 450 to 470 people who visit the site over to our member site. So again, we're trying our best to push that. Direct email marketing. When you're in our newsletters, some people like to have an advertisement, which they pay for, which we give them that opportunity. We're inexpensive. Also create the advertisement for them, so again, they're not having to worry about it. Or even if they're going to an event, maybe we're highlighting an event. This is going out to 15,000 people. We have an open rate of about 34% across the board for the year, which is honestly very high. I'm very proud of. Social media, our core areas when we run our analytics of Buena Park, Fullerton, Anaheim, Brea, Los Angeles, Yorba Linda, Orange, Laguna Beach, Stanton, Irvine, La Habra, and La Palma. As you can see, that's a pretty big area. That's the reach. And we're climbing at about 22,985 every month. What that is that's an analytic knowing how many people are actually seeing our stuff. But as you all probably know, when you do something online, it's like confetti. That's why I love marketing. You blow the confetti out there, and then if you were to pick some of it up, you'll collect the majority of it here, but some of it you'll never pick up. You never know where it goes. And that's why it's really important to utilize online marketing as well as offline marketing for any business. Business mixers, you get to meet other people, collaborate, things like that. That's just for being a member, so that's quite a lot. And if we took the Coca-Cola challenge or Pepsi challenge with other chambers, they don't really offer that. And I'm not saying that because I want you all to join. I'm just being real about it. We work really hard to make sure that our members get more than their value for money back. We'll also have a podcast. We started it last year, around about September time, I think. Reason why I did that is because we had so many different candidates. I feel it's unfair having them on a panel because as soon as you've asked a question, the first person gets to answer it. By the time you get to the last person, they have time to think about what they're going to say. So it's sort of unfair. I also think that when you're on a panel, people generally are firing off questions, and the person on there, they can feel a bit anxious or what have you. So we started a podcast because I felt that it's more important for us to learn who the candidates are, what inspires them, because that way whether you agree in their politics or not, you can at least respect that individual. And if we all paid each other a little bit more respect and time, I feel we would all get on a lot better and we would also benefit a lot more better. So that's why we started that. We continued the podcast. I'm actually featured on the one that I just emailed out this morning. Joe Lind was the guy who interviewed me. So if you want to hear me make even a bigger fool of myself, just listen to the podcast this afternoon. Sponsorship. We changed the way that sponsorships are too. We wanted everyone to have the opportunity to sponsor. So from top level companies all the way down. But the main thing is we offer a lot more. You're in our programs now, you're advertised. We're advertising throughout the year. Everybody has their own separate pop-up banner. I'm sure everybody's been to an event where everyone is on one banner and you're trying to figure out where you are, or maybe you just get a little bit of airtime on the screen. Well, for us, because it's throughout the year, our events are continuously being advertised and showcased, so that company's on there. We put them on like I say, on a banner, and also we give everybody a QR code, and it's a dynamic QR code. So what it basically means is, like I have a QR code at the bottom of the sheet here, but let's just say I wish to change that because I want it to go somewhere else. Rather than having to get rid of this copy and doing a new print, we'll just change the URL on the back end and then that'll go to wherever you want. So throughout the year, the sponsor has the opportunity of saying they would like it to go to something else. We also help with marketing and advertising in other ways as well. But I always think we can do better. Coming to the end now, so I appreciate all your patience. And where I think we can do better is we came up with a strategic marketing solution for our clients or our members. Most people are suffering right now because they need money in the door. The rent has gone up, the less people coming and buying, they're finding it hard to find staff, whether it's because they can't pay the staff because people aren't coming in, or maybe the staff look at other areas they could possibly, employees look at other places they could work. And then they go home and the rents are put up, so now they've got to put more money out. It's just a nightmare. So what we did is we came up with a strategy that folks can get help with. So many years, my previous job, I worked for a law firm and other companies. We did direct target mail marketing, and it was a winner. Always was, always was, always. I still do it today for my wife's company. So I went to the companies that we use, and I got them to give us cost pricing for what a marketing company would just pay for their work. And we're offering companies to do a snapshot, it's basically profiling your client type. And this also works for non-profits, so don't think this is just about business too. Then we'll generate a mailing list or a qualified mailing list. We'll design and make a flyer out for you, and obviously our stamps on there. And just as I was meeting my new friend James over there, we're talking about how when the chamber's names on things, things may appear more legitimate. So that's a good top thing. Then we'll actually mail it for you, and obviously on there is going to be a dynamic QR code. So basically, we're taking care of all your direct target marketing needs, just like that, for a very, very inexpensive price. Then the other part that we're offering is online presence. Help you boost your website. Obviously, we'll help you build up your landing page on our site. You can be in the newsletters, on social media feed, and of course, we'll interview you on our podcast. These are services. They do have to get paid for because, to be honest, this is a lot of work for only $375, and this is worth thousands of dollars. And the main thing is when you look at marketing and advertising, everybody missed is your cost of acquisition. When we get 300 people in the room, if you're a main sponsor, a title sponsor, and you get to talk to 300 people, that works out around about $11 a person. But if you get one of those people as your client, let's say like the bank, farmers, or something like that, over the term, how much is that person going to bring that money? Or how much are they going to bring them into that business? That's really what people have got to look at when they're doing this type of marketing. This here, if you'd like to scan it later on, or I don't even know if it's going to be up, we'll take you to our newsletter, and you're more than welcome to be on the newsletter. We're also heavily pushing people in the community to join the newsletter. The reason being is because the more community members are on there, when we push these things out, the more they'll see what's going on in your area. And that concludes my little chit chat. Thank you very much.
Are there any questions for Andrew?
Sure.
What's the name of the podcast and where can it be found? Is it on the website or is it on podcast streaming services?
That's great. Great question. So the name is Chamber Talk, and it could be found on Podbean.com, or if you go to Spotify or podcast for iTunes or Amazon or any of those.
Wherever we find our podcast.
Just write in wherever you listen to. If you type in Chamber Talk, it'll pop up, or should. But thank you for that. And please, if you like it, follow it. It's all about our community. That's the difference with the chamber now. I don't know what really went on before, but I don't think it was doing what it could have done, and we're just changing around where we really are there for the community. We even do blood drives, which has got nothing to do with business, but it helps people out there. That's what it's all about. Yes.
I don't have a question, but I have a compliment, and I just want to say that you have really enlivened the chamber and doing a lot of really great things in the community. So,
It's very
you
kind.
help.
Thank you.
I second that.
Cheers, you. Thank you.
These are individuals that are working with businesses and helping each other. So that's really why I invited you here, so that we would have that conversation as well. So thank you, Andrew.
Oh, you're welcome. On the last point, I'd just like to note that how I love to see, what I love to see about the chamber is we had a new member join last year. He's out in LA, and he has a clothing line. And what he wanted to do was, rather than just giving his money to donating to the whoever does the clothing stuff, he said they just sell it. He wanted to know if he could help anyone. So I reached out to Brett and the other three Boys and Girls Clubs, and Brett, of course, said, yeah, I'll take him on. Anyway, so Brett ended up getting like 3 or 4, 7 pallets worth of clothing for kids. We had an event there. It worked well for the Boys and Girls Club. And then on top of that, we reached out to other non-profits within our area. So kids who usually never get new clothing got brand new clothing from a member. So it's all about working together. Again, but thank you.
I just want to point out that there's 2 other Chamber Talk podcasts on Podbean.
Mine's the one that says North Orange County Chamber.
So, yeah, just so you know, it's not the Swedish Chamber.
No, I thought you'd have figured that out, but if you need help, I'm more than helpful.
Chamber Talk, North Orange County. Ahmad had a comment?
Yeah, no, I just want to thank Andrew and for all the work that he's been doing in the chamber. And if I may suggest a mixer, an event where you bring business and nonprofits together.
Oh yeah, 100%. Working on it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yay. So I would like to introduce our next speaker. Amy Shaolin is our next speaker. She lives in Fullerton, is married and has 5 children. They're amazing children. She has a PhD in chemistry from the University of California, San Diego, and is the partner engagement specialist for the North Orange County ROP. She's actually a former chemistry professor, so that's Professor Talk here. A small business owner, a fundraising guru, I tell you, for schools and nonprofit organizations. She is known in our city, and she's the go-to to get things done. And on a personal note, we actually met many years ago when our kids were 3 years old, tiny, and we were on the board of the Moms Club of Fullerton. We have many memories playing in the playgrounds at the city of Fullerton. So I want to introduce a friend and colleague.
Thank you so much for allowing me to speak in front of you and let you know about amazing work we're doing at North Orange County ROP. So once again, my name is Amy Choi Wan. I am the Partner Engagement Specialist from North Orange County Regional Occupational Program, otherwise known as ROP. But before I start my presentation, I just wanted to see a show of hands. Who has heard of an ROP? Okay. Who has taken a course from ROP or knows somebody who's taken it? Oh, great, great. I'd love to catch up with you after my presentation and hear your story, because I love hearing about success stories from ROP. So, all right, let's go. So I looked at the members that are part of our community at Fullerton Collaborative, and as Debbie mentioned, I've been living in Fullerton for the last 18 years, and I am raising all my 5 children here, so I'm personally invested in the well-being of the city. And as we can see, we're all here to help out the people who are living in Fullerton, and when I looked at the website for Fullerton Collaborative, it said we are seeking to build and support a healthy community for all Fullerton residents. Think collaboratively. So I'm here to explain to you why we should collaborate with ROP so we can help the students and the families that are living in here. So this is, I hate showing videos, but this is so good because he does such a better job than I do explaining about the new economy. And that's gonna set a framework for me to talk about what we do at ROP. This video, you can see it at, can you pause it for a sec? At YouTube, it's about 10 minutes long. It's created by Kevin J. Fleming, and I'm going to show about 4 minutes of it. So I'll ask, oh, Kevin, how funny. I'll ask you to pause it when we get to that point.
There is a widespread belief that the job market is just waiting for hordes of ambitious, eager young graduates to slide into high-paying jobs in the corner office. They just need to go to college, right? Well, the data tells a different story. Charts like this imply a correlation between higher income and additional education, showing on average that a person with a university degree earns far more money than the average person without a high school diploma. This reliance on averages and perceived higher earnings for having a 4-year degree has fueled a college for all philosophy, causing educators and parents to encourage going to the university, any university, to major in anything in pursuit of social mobility and financial prosperity. This belief has increased college and university enrollment to an all-time high, resulting in 66% of high school graduates in this country enrolling in higher education right after high school. That's 2 out of 3. The problem isn't that we need more students to attend college. The problem is too many students who enter are not completing. For most college students, it takes too long and they simply lose interest. Others are juggling too much, or they discovered they picked the wrong major or attended the wrong institution for them. Since most students are told a university degree guarantees a higher salary, many delay their career planning until after college graduation, resulting in 62% of students reporting they feel disengaged because they don't see the connection between their coursework and their future career. And so today, only a quarter of those that initially enroll will finish a bachelor's degree. You see, our educational system is very well intentioned, but incredibly misaligned. The pendulum has swung too far towards college preparation at any cost and away from skill attainment. We even encourage a college-going culture as early as elementary school, with university pennants decorating second-grade classrooms, and we spend an exorbitant amount of time at high school getting into college. Education is core to our economy, but in order to guide our educational systems and maximize future income, we must understand this misalignment between education and our workforce. At some point in recent history, we have transitioned from asking the more important question of what knowledge and skills do you need to be employable and to contribute to your community, to now simply asking, where are you going to college? When in reality, not every degree is direct preparation for employment. With rising education costs, a shrinking job market, and the oversaturation of some academic majors in the workforce, graduates take positions that do not require the education they have received, and often with debt they cannot afford. In fact, this misalignment between degrees and job skills causes half of university graduates to be underemployed in what are called gray-collar jobs, and 33% of college graduates are still underemployed well into their 30s. We know that success in today's world depends on aligning students' academics with both their skills and available job opportunities. Yet there is growing evidence of a skills gap in which many Americans are not receiving the essential skills that are needed. Recently, a survey was conducted to find out if the skills found within the local workforce match the skills that employers need in the new economy. We found that employers experience difficulty finding applicants with strong technical skills, as well as problem-solving skills, applied math skills, and basic technical training. Unlike 3 generations ago, having hands-on skills and perfecting what you're good at can be more valuable in today's economy than getting a degree in something simply to get one. In fact, when hiring, business leaders say a candidate's knowledge and applied skills in a specific field are more important factors than where the candidate went to school or their college major. The economy and the world have dramatically changed. In 1960, when taking into account all jobs in the American economy, 20% required a 4-year degree or higher, 20% were technical jobs requiring skilled training, and 60% were classified as unskilled. But what's the right percentage to meet the labor market demand for tomorrow? Georgetown University predicts only 33% of all jobs will require a 4-year degree or more in the future, while the overwhelming majority will be highly skilled jobs requiring professional and technical training at the credential or associate's degree level.
Thank you. So I don't think I could speak that in 4 minutes, but Kevin does a great job talking about it. And I'm a strong advocate for education. I got as high as I could. I got my PhD and love learning. And I'm all for supporting students and allowing them to learn as much as possible and get the college experience too. However, I have 5 children and personally have learned that going to college right away, especially 4 years, may not be the option for everybody. And especially some of the students that we work with may not be economically feasible for them. So that's when I started looking at different ways to win. And also the workforce requires that 60% of the job that we have requires technical skills. So at North Orange County ROP, our goal is to provide high quality, relevant career technical education, which stands for CTE. You're going to start hearing CTE left and right because I think it's like a hot topic these days. And prepares all students to succeed in employment, career advancement, and further education. So the question that we're asking is, what knowledge and skills do our students need in order to be successful in today's economy? So what we do is we go backward. We look at the different career sectors that's growing. So California CTE department has identified 15 different career sectors. They know that we're going to need the workforce to sustain it and develop it, and that there's just going to be a lot of jobs and good wages also. So currently, North Orange ROP offers pathway classrooms that cover 13 different sectors, and we are trying to grow. So our hope is that we can cover all 15 sectors at some point. And the way we do is we provide classes at high school campuses. So these are kind of like elective courses that students can take.
And we try to provide a pathway. So it's not just like one course, but it would be like 2 to 3 year program where the first part is a career awareness. So they know what kind of jobs are available, because a lot of students don't even know. They said, I want to go to med school because I like science. But they don't realize that there's all these other options that the students can get into if they love science and math. And then it continues on to skills development, and hopefully at the capstone level, we try to bring in apprenticeship or work-based learning so that they can learn at the job. So we partner with 5 school districts, as I mentioned. So Brea Olinda Unified, Anaheim, Los Alamitos, Placentia Yorba Linda, and Fullerton joined. It's kind of funny that we heard from Andrew first, because it's like similar areas that he covers, and those are the school districts that we partner with. And overall, we touch about over 13,000 students every year. So since we're in Fullerton, I wanted to show you some classes that we offer at the high school level. And then recently we started some collaboration with the lower district, Fullerton School District as well. So as you can see, I'm really happy to say that we provide a class at continuation schools at 4 districts out of 5 that we partner with. So at Fullerton, we provide production and managerial arts, film and video production in La Vista. And as you can see at Buena Park, we have some auto programs, sports medicine, food service and hospitality, and so forth. And at Sunny Hills, there are 4 sections for their epic engineering design program, and one of them is actually taught by one of our teachers who used to be an engineer himself. We also help out with the career pathway internship, so this is a work-based learning opportunity that students can get during summertime. So we don't just like drop them off at the job. We have people who check on them. We work with the employers and making sure that they're learning at the job site. Last summer, we were able to have a summer career exploration class at Nicholas Junior High because it's never too early to start thinking about career. I think college and career readiness have to come together. So when the student is in upper elementary school or in middle school, they can start thinking about it. They can learn about different career options. So those are some of the opportunities we would like to provide to our students. So these are some pictures we took from Sunny Hills during their open house. So I don't know if you can see the little dummy at the bottom on the right side of the picture. These are the students showing how to do CPR. And then the students on the other side, they're the ones from the video production class. So they have a show that they produced from Sunny Side Up, because it's from Sunny Hills. And Kevin, would you mind just clicking it so that I can show like a little clip of it?
Welcome back to Sunny Side Up, our weekly news podcast showcasing Lancer life at Sunny Hills High School. I'm Adil Siddiqui.
And I'm Olivia Ueno. There was a lot of visitors on the hill.
So these are all taped by students, edited by students, produced by students. So they get real life experience making this, and they collaborate with the ASB and different student groups on campus to spread the news. And seriously, who's gonna listen to the radio intercom talking about what's happening? Students are they better see something visually. And you can check this out on YouTube. They do have a channel called Sunny Hills High School. We also innovate. So we offer some regional programs that students from Orange County can take. And one of our newest class is called MIRE, which stands for Medical Innovation, Research, and Entrepreneurship. So we designed the class with a partnership with Children's Hospital of Orange County, CHOC, and also a group called University Lab Partner. So University Lab Partner, what they do is they have a lab facility inside UCI, and they help out the biotech startups by letting them use their lab space and do the research and development. So what we do is students take this 10-week course, and they get to learn from experts in different areas, such as physicians, somebody from biotech, venture capitalist, patent lawyer, and so forth. And then they get into different groups, they get a real medical issue or biotech issues, and work together to come up with a solution. And at the end of it, they come to this beautiful auditorium at University Lab Partner and have a pitch in front of a panel of professional judges who are investors and so forth. So it's like a Shark Tank, but for the biotech and the business. So I'm here to tell you how we can all collaborate together to benefit the students. So ROP is there taking some part. We have partnering education institutions. So we're not only talking about the high school schools, but we also collaborate with the North Orange County Community community college district as well. We have some dual enrollment and some articulations going on with them. And businesses, I do attend chamber meetings. I talk to all those business people trying to bring in more work-based learning opportunities and apprenticeship opportunities for our students. I realize a lot of governments have different initiatives and grants. We try to learn about it and try to partner with them. And I'm here at organizations like this trying to talk to nonprofit organizations because a lot of times we work with the same population. We work with certain students at the school and we provide them with classrooms and teach them skills, but the nonprofits provide other services after school. It's like a wraparound service. So we would like to collaborate with you and help our students and find ways that we can empower them as much as we can. So last slide is collaborate with us. You can provide work-based and service learning opportunities to our students. Our students learn from volunteering also too. The skills they learn, if they can go and make a difference and actually help other people, they're going to learn so much from that. Become a guest speaker, mentor, industry advisor. We want to make sure that our classes are relevant and current. So some of our teachers, when they get really, really good at teaching, they kind of lose their touch in the industry. So we need to continue hearing from the business leaders to find out what we're doing is right and current and useful for our students. Provide field trip, experiential learning opportunities. We hire people in the business to become our ROP teachers. So if you want to give back and partner with us in developing today and tomorrow's workforces, please talk to me afterwards. We have a nonprofit foundation called Career Education Foundation. So we fundraise to give scholarships to ROP students, and then we would like to start some of the programs and provide grants to some of the teachers to try an innovative program as well. Thank you for listening to my talk, and I also have a QR code, so you can scan it with your phone. My contact information will go directly inside your phone, and you can save it and then get in touch with me. Thank you.
Andrew, thank you so much for those great presentations. Do we have any questions for our two speakers real quick? Okay, so be sure to catch them afterwards. Thank you, those were very helpful. We want to wrap up our day with a presentation from our subcommittee reports. So first, if we could have the next gen, Bev or Christian, if you could give an update, that would be great.
Hi everyone, so good to see you. My name is Christian Esteban. I'm the sadly outgoing Executive Director of Hoya Scholars, but I am the co-chair of the Next Gen Youth Empowerment Subcommittee here at the Fullerton Collaborative, which is a wonderful, wonderful group. If you're not already connected with Next Gen, we are a group that gets together every 2 months on the first Thursday of each month at 12 online. We get together for about 30 to 40 minutes. And we get together as leaders of youth-serving nonprofits to discuss how can we share resources with one another, how can we collaborate with one another, and how can we leverage our expertise with one another. Our next meeting is going to be the first Thursday of March. I thought that was the 6th until just this moment. So whatever that first Thursday in March is, then that's when we're going to be getting together. In the meantime, I do want to put a call out there to the group that Bev and I, as our Next Gen leaders, are exploring with our Next Gen membership what future leadership in Next Gen could look like. I mentioned a moment ago that I'm stepping away from my former role at Hoya Scholars, and so that certainly plays a role into this. But if you are a Next Gen member and who would like to engage at a bit of a higher level, please approach myself, approach Bev. We would love to be able to have that conversation with you. But in the meantime, behind the scenes, there are some awesome things going on through Next Gen, primarily engaging with the school district and our local city to develop a local youth council that can work closely with our city council in the future. So that's currently in progress, but we look forward to reporting on that in the future. I think that's it.
Perfect, thank you, Christian. Helene and Danielle, if you could share a report for early childhood, that would be great. If you come up front, we'll have you on camera.
Well, hi, I'm Helene Morris, the Director of Administrative Services for the Fullerton School District, and also on the board of the Fullerton Collaborative.
I'm Daniela Bixi. I'm the interim director for the early learning programs at the Fullerton School District.
And I think we just have a quick update about our next meeting, Danielle, if you want to share.
Yes, absolutely. So we, within our preschool program and early childhood programs at the Fullerton School District, we meet monthly with our early childhood subcommittee, and it's via Zoom. And we would like everybody who wants to join to participate to these meetings where we talk about how to improve quality in early childhood programs, in education, how to empower neighborhood and strengthening families. So there's several topics that you might be interested in either collaborating or just listening. So you're welcome, more than welcome to participate. If you're interested, I can give you my and Eileen emails, and so we can send you the Zoom link invite.
All right, thank you so much.
Very good, thank you, Amy. Our homelessness, Kelly, are you here to speak up?
I'm pitching in.
Our homeless expert is right here with Kelly.
Not for only homeless, just work with them. I'm handing out a meeting notice and a survey for the city of Fullerton for using home funds. And so they'd appreciate it if you fill out the survey or send people to the interview. As a quick update, we did not launch February 1st for our dispatch. Instead, we've been having fun with the emergency shelter. So our staff has been there every day since the 1st. So we're delaying for 2 weeks the launch of dispatch, but I'll let you all know. Our next meeting is February 15th at the Hope Center, and everybody's invited. We're really trying to get a path to, what the focus of the subcommittee is.
Kelly, can you give us a quick little report on how it's going at the winter shelter over here in Independence?
It's going better every day. So if you wonder why I'm tired, is I'm out there, focusing. So the shelter is you have to be on the bus, either at the Fullerton train station, which really actually is Santa Fe. It's at the bus stop, not at the bus depot. And then also at Harbor and Orangethorpe, for everybody that's been looking at it, don't see me out there hurting people. It's actually by the Taco Bell, that side on Commonwealth. So we have 2 pickup times. The bus goes around Price, and then in the morning we drop everybody back off. Last night we had 35 people in. They are cots. It's not mats on the floor, so that's the difference. The Armory last year, or 3 years ago, was just a mat on the floor. So these are cots. You come in, you get snack, you get water, you get a hot meal, and then you get a bag breakfast. So we're doing some medical there, so it's really working out well. We're at least till the end of March, with the potential of going for about 15 more days. It's being run by PATH, supported by the Hope Center, and supported by the city of Fullerton.
Very good, thank you for that. Quick update and our last report, Peter, with health and wellness. Come on, run on up here.
I know, right? Thank you. Hello, everyone. So my name is Peter Hernandez, and I co-chair the Health and Wellness Subcommittee. So a quick announcement, as far as for our next meeting, it will be happening on February the 22nd at 12:30. So we did have a time change, so it's no longer at 10 a.m. Just to clarify with everyone, it's at 12:30 now, the 4th Wednesday of every month. It will be on a virtual format, so if you're interested in participating, please reach out to myself or Debbie, and we will share the virtual link on accessing the meeting. As far as what we've been discussing in our meetings, we've actually been in the process of updating our strategic plan. So for this upcoming meeting, we will be focusing on adolescent health and also inviting the business sector to see how we could collaborate and coordinate different health and wellness resources for our young adults and our youth. Also, all of you may have received our flyer for our quarterly health and wellness challenge, which focuses, well, the name of it is called the Winter Wellness Challenge, which is one of our strategies that we use to engage the youth. So it's happening from January until the end of March. And the top participant, which potentially could be an adult or it's open to any age group, we are awarding a $100 gift card. So thank you.
Very good, thank you so much. Deborah, we have about 10 minutes. Are we going to wrap?
We have the wrap, talk about upcoming events. Any upcoming events anybody wants to share that's going on in your organization? And also invite anybody.
Okay, the QR code up front, if you are not a member already, you can scan that and join in.
I need to make it bigger apparently. Right? Everybody has a big one.
Thanks again, Jay. Not an event, but as I mentioned a moment ago, just to let everybody formally know, I am stepping away as the ED of Hoya Scholars at the end of February. And I'm very excited to introduce to the Fullerton Collaborative today our incoming interim executive director, Giselle Monterosas, who her and Giselle and her family reside in the Maple neighborhood, which is where Hoya Scholars serves. Giselle herself is a former Hoya Scholar. It's been incredibly aspirational for myself over the last 4 years to see what this organization could look like under the leadership of someone who has come from within the community and the program. So I'll still be around, but I wanted to formally introduce everyone to Giselle.
That's awesome. Giselle, do you have something you want to share? Well, congratulations. We're super excited for you, the transition for you. And this is a great story. And we're super excited about your role. If you want to share anything, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, as mentioned, my name is Giselle Monterosas. I am a walking testimony of Hoya Scholars. I also volunteer and participate so much. My entire family and I participate so much with Solidarity over here with Kevin Moan. I'm super excited in this new journey, and here with the Fullerton Collaborative meeting is my first one, and it is such an amazing thing to see all these community leaders coming together and just build a better place for us Fullerton residents, and hopefully we can work together and see where Hoya Scholars grows from here.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I'll just kind of walk around, quick announcements.
Do you have to be a member to actually announce something?
I don't think so. You're here.
We're future members.
There we go. Perfect.
I'm here from High Hopes Counseling Foundation, and we are a local nonprofit. We're based here in Fullerton, and we provide reduced fee therapy services for teens and young adults. And we have a flyer today that has multiple groups that are happening for teens. One is a self-esteem chat for young ladies, and one is a teen relationship group that it teaches kids about healthy relationships, setting boundaries, all the things they don't see on TikTok and Snapchat. So we have flyers if anyone's interested in information about it or what we're about. Again, we're a nonprofit, we're kind of new. We started in 2020 during COVID because we knew the crisis for kids with anxiety, depression, all the things that were coming along with that we need to address. So that's what we're about, and we're future members. We brought our
That is perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks for the good work that you're doing. Great to hear. Anybody else working around? Okay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jennifer Funes, Community Relations Specialist for CalOptima Health. If you don't know who we are, we administer Medi-Cal benefits here in Orange County. We don't have an upcoming event, but I did want to share some new flyers we do have regarding CalAIM. You probably have been hearing about CalAIM since last year. It's a new 5-year initiative. So we do have flyers available. I did put them out on the table, but also I do have some copies with me if you would like some for your organization to promote the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nefta Ferreira, and I work for WTLC. And the reason why I wanted to talk is because some of you may have heard that WTLC is Women's Transitional Living Center. And we've been around for 40, almost 50 years. And we do so much more than serve women, and we do so much more than do transitional housing or transitional living. So we really wanted to, we changed our name is what I'm getting at. And we wanted to change our name to really reflect all of the work that we do, the housing, the clinical work, the community work, the legal work, working with anyone, any survivor of domestic violence, people who cause harm, children, families, etc. And so we changed our name to Radiant Futures. And so you'll start seeing Radiant Futures around, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is a brand new organization. You know, we've been around since 1976. So you'll see Radiant Futures, formerly WTLC, for a while, but our marketing will change. Our website goes up this week at some point, but you can still do WTLC. And even our email addresses have changed. But just so when you hear people talking about Radiant Futures, know that same organization serving the same people, just now very future and vision oriented towards the future instead of just what we used to do in the past.
Very good. Congratulations. That's exciting. Anything else working my way around here?
Hi, my name is James. I'm the new Deputy Director over at the Social Services Agency. I just want to make 2 quick announcements. The expiration of certain federal authorities, if you haven't read about in the paper, will mean that CalFresh recipients will get a lot less money starting from April. So please inform your clients about that. There is no discretion on the county's part, the state's part, the federal government, just let the law lapse. So there's no more money for the extra bump that some clients were getting. And then 2, the expiration of that law also means that certain people will have redeterminations for Medi-Cal. And so we're working with CalOptima to reach out to some of our clients to make sure that they are aware. Some of these redeterminations can happen without the client's knowledge, just like checking your paperwork. All right, you're still good to go. But other people will likely lose health insurance access. So please help us get the word out on the street. If you want to work with us to get smarter about these 2 events, I'll stick around and hand out my contact information. Thank you.
I'm our City Council member. Just a reminder that tomorrow is our council meeting here. And one thing that probably some of you folks here would be interested in is we are presenting the traffic safety measures. We've been talking a lot about these, and there's going to be a specific item tomorrow, item number 13, if anybody's interested in attending or tuning in through Zoom. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Katarina Richards. I'm actually from Bracken's Kitchens, a nonprofit hunger relief organization in Garden Grove. Very honored to be participating here today. It's my first time to this meeting, and thank you, Amar, for actually providing me this opportunity to come and see you all. At the same breath, Amar has been very beneficial and influential in the sense where he actually connected Cal State Fullerton College through pathway of folks, many others, Derek, Kevin here, that we have the opportunity to work with them, provide meals for many residents here in Fullerton that are experiencing food insecurity. So this is something dear to our heart. We're here to help anyone that are experiencing that and looking for assistance, and just be there for them and bring hopes each meal at a time. At the same time, we started our culinary training program, with what we do every single day, making 8,000 meals a day. We certainly have a lot of opportunity for hands-on training, which we started this program last fall. We just have our new students start a couple of weeks ago. So we encourage any one of you that have young adult or youth coming out of high schools or whatnot interested in culinary training and looking for a hands-on opportunity. Of course, at the end of the program, about 18 weeks program, we are dedicated to help them place job placement, and hopefully they can continue the pathway and have the passions in the culinary world. So I encourage any one of you interested in that, connect with me, and I would love to talk to you. Thank you.
This is amazing. We have the heart of our city right here in this room, and we're super grateful to be able to do this work together. The last thing that we want to draw your attention to is Love Fullerton is coming up on April 22nd. And part of Love Fullerton at the lunch hour time at the Fullerton College Quad area, we put on a community fair in a sense on behalf of the community. We would love to invite you to be there, to have a booth on site, and we just ask that you provide some kind of snack that you can hand out. But it'll be a great opportunity to talk to some great volunteers in our city. Some of the people that come on that day, we have 2,500 plus volunteers that come. So you have a chance to speak to the people who are already giving back to the city and have that heart. So We really want you to be there to recruit for your organization. We'd also like to invite you to participate if you've got a location in the city and you would like to have volunteer work done at your office or your site, and we would love to talk with you about that opportunity as well. So that event, there is a QR code that you can get for that to sign up, and Leanna will be hitting you all and inviting you to participate in that coming up here in the next month or so. And our fearless leader, if you have any final words for us as we go.
Thank you for coming, and then the QR codes are also on the table, and we're going to be scanning the QR codes as well on YouTube because they're having a hard time getting them in. So thank you, Jay, and thank you everyone for joining us. We have the room until 5, so hang out if you want. No, till 4, sorry, till 4. Till 5, they'll get a kick. So if you want to network more, enjoy your afternoon. Thank you, everyone.
Still streaming?
Yep.
So there's this.
Yeah, which one's this one?
This one's the Fullerton.
I'll hear best, see if this works here. And then I guess you could just pull up everything else on your computer screen and make it work. Oh. I hope this works. It's really hard to see. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks so much for responding to that email. It was super helpful. Yeah. Come on. I know. I just didn't have the links for like what's her name's personal ID card. Hey, I don't think it's gonna work. Sorry, we tried our best. We'll be able to put them out on the newsletters for sure if anybody needs those links. All right, I'm gonna end it. Yeah, we had like